Flanagan specializes in complex, large casings that are used in the aero and land-based industry. You know, large turning, complex milling, highly engineered, high value-added parts. After World War II, my father Tom and Michael's father Jim came home from the service, and they actually set up shop in their parents' basement in Hartford, making copper bowls and ashtrays that they produced by hand, and they literally sold on the streets of Hartford. And then they moved into a department store called G. Fox. And as business grew and sales picked up, they hired their old veteran buddies.
From those humble beginnings, we've evolved into what we do today, and it's a major manufacturer of aircraft hardware.
We've grown from copper bowls to big jet engine bowls along the way.
Right.
It's always been my father and uncle's philosophy to do the more complex, the larger stuff that fewer and fewer people can do. It's everybody and their brother can machine small parts, rings and whatnot, but our forte is high dollar cases.
We've had some challenges. We've had constraint challenges, and we were out looking for, seems like forever, for a piece of property that would fit what we actually needed to do. We needed open space. We came from a cramped space and not very efficient, not conducive at all to manufacturing. And we realized this early on, and we started to deal with it.
And the need for expansion is the realization that we have to be cost competitive in the global environment. And in doing such in our old location, it was impossible. From the facility standpoint, from a machine standpoint, we needed to go out and buy new machine tools that produce parts at a much quicker rate in order to compete in the global market.
We were looking and like, okay, how are we gonna make this work and not disrupt our customer and get them, quite frankly, upset, because all they want is delivery. They do not care about anything else,
right.
Just delivery, delivery, delivery. And we came up with this idea is that we would buy a certain amount of machine tools new, and we would put them into the new facility, and we would leapfrog. We would take one, put one up online, take one down, put the other one up online. And it was a leapfrog effect for us. And we also noticed that we might need some help with our strategy on parts flow. And basically that's where ProModel came in and helped us to design a flow, so to speak. We know how the parts flow from raw forging to a finished forging, where it has to go to wash and burr and stuff like that. We know the sequences of events that need to happen. However, we weren't sure how that was going to work. And ProModel came in, and we showed them our ideas, and they were able to basically show us in an animated way of how this is going to work and where we can move our machines to maximize productivity. And we believe that it's worked out very well for us. The layout was very important. ProModel showed us that, by strategically putting the machines closer together and constantly putting it in motion for us, we were able to take out the queue time, so to speak, the lag time, where it would be that we'd take a part off the machine to move it to another. So we had to, again, we knew the processes of how they were going to work. ProModel showed us that, yeah, it will work, but if you do it just a little bit different and you do it this way, it'll flow better. ProModel was able to let us have confidence in our layout and help us move machines where they needed to be.
I can, from a sales side, I can absolutely say that this move has had little, if any, effect on our deliveries. We've been fortunate enough to get the new machines, a couple of select machines, which we only have one of. We've told our customers, we're going to move the machine on this date. It's going to be down for X number of weeks. Get your parts in, and they've been wonderful. I would say that every customer that has been through here has said it's been a complete wow factor. They have said this puts us in a different league, this puts us in a different level. And as far as new customers who've heard about what we've done and come in to see us, we are being fast-tracked by a couple of European companies. And I think one of the challenges that we're going to have is to manage the influx of new work from existing customers and new work from new customers now that they have seen what we're doing, seen the investment that we've made to gear up for the future. Not a lot of people are doing what we've done in this short period of time. Looking down the road, with our systems in place now with help of ProModel, a customer can come to us and say, okay, Flanagan, you're making 50 cases per year now. Show us show us how you can step it up to 500 cases, because those numbers are not unrealistic with what the aerospace community is facing over the next 10, 15 years. So with what we've done with ProModel, I can show our customers in a virtual world how we'll accommodate their increased schedule. And that is going to be invaluable.